statement just a couple minutes ago. The Atlanta Braves are deeply disappointed by the decision of Major League Baseball to move its 2021 All-Star Game. This was neither our decision nor our recommendation, and we are saddened that fans will not be able to see this event in our city. The Braves organization will continue to stress the importance of equal voting opportunities, and we had hoped our city could use this event as a platform to enhance this discussion. Our city has always been known as a uniter in divided times, and we will miss the opportunity to address issues that are important to our community. Unfortunately, businesses, employees, and fans in Georgia are the victims of this decision. We will continue to support the community legacy projects which have been planned and are in process. So there you go. So the Braves are not pleased. Yes, it's an impossible situation that Manfred's in. Got to be fair. It's impossible. If he goes to Atlanta and plays the game, he gets destroyed by the media and some of his players, and they don't show up. If he leaves, then he's got half the America thinking he's a baby, and he's kowtowing, and then he's got organizations a la Atlanta who are screaming and yelling. He can't win. Frank in Philly. He's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Frank, good afternoon. It's your turn. How are you today, pal? What's going on? Frank.
Doggy, how are you? And
Fine, Frank.
back to Scott. I've listened to you for a while. I love you, but couple things, right? First of all, around the food and the drink, it was what they're saying is they don't want either party affiliated, kind of going up and working people before they go vote. That's what that's all about, number one. Number two, it's really about you got to have an ID to vote. I get all that. But my point here is that, I think you're probably read it enough to understand, you're saying about Manfred's politics and it's not about politics. I'll make a prediction. You'll know Manfred's politics when you find out what location this thing lands in. And I'll bet you, whatever you want to bet me right now, it'll be a Democratic city because he doesn't want this problem anywhere. And I'll tell you, I just made a call today to the Phillies canceling a 15-game package based off this decision. And he's going to get hurt just like the NBA did because you know what? It's a shame. But we got 75 million voters on each side of this, and it's going to be a problem for them, dog.
Yeah, one thing here, Frank, if you are allowing this decision, which is an impossible call for the commissioner, to make you bail on watching your baseball team play for 15 games, I can't consider you a huge Phillies fan because you have to be able to separate.
The fact of the matter is this. When people want to, these guys, and we pay, a premium, okay, to watch these guys play, the fact that they're going to take sides on this creates, like you said, if you got people that are going to boycott the All-Star game, well then, you know what? They're baseball players, and their job is to play baseball. And in my mind, the union, non-union, I know it's a very divisive topic, but the fact of the matter is, these guys can't continue to basically push the fans around. It could have been Philly that got knocked off.
I understand that that is your retaliation. I mean, if a good call. I mean that is your opportunity to retaliate. But if you're a real fan of the Phillies and you love baseball, if you really want it, you have to be able to separate this because if that's the case, then you never watch a sporting event the rest of your life. You never watch an NBA game. You never watch now a baseball game. You won't watch anything. You won't watch the NFL after Kaepernick. You won't watch a thing because these are divisive issues, very divisive. And I hate to spend the whole day doing this on. I'd rather talk about Rock Me on the Water for crying out loud. One last call before we do Zig. And here is John in Long Island. He's on Mad Dog Unleashed. John, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? What do you have? John?
I'm all right. Hey, how are you? Can you hear me?
I can, John. Thank you. What's on your mind today? What do you have for me?
Hey, listen, Chris, I understand what you're saying, and you brought a lot of good points in, the business side for Manfred and everything else. But I think you let a few callers lead you the wrong way for you thinking. You harp on the water and food thing. Yes, you go to voting for 20 minutes, that's one thing. But when you're online for 10 to 12 hours,
no, you're not online. Hold on now, John. No, hold on now. Hold on. Come on. No, come on. I'm not taking that. Out. See ya. Nobody waits online 12 hours to vote. All right, come on, that's ridiculous. You want to tell me a couple of hours? I'll buy it. Nobody waits online. There is not a person in America who waits online 12 hours to vote. And that's where you get stupid. I have never heard of that in all my life. And I voted every election for 50 years. That somehow, some way, somebody waited online, got in line at 7 a.m. and wasn't able to get a vote in until 9 o'clock at night. I have never, ever heard of that. See, that's where you go too crazy. You see, that's where we go. I can hear a couple of hours. I'll buy that one. There's some, confusion at the voting ballot box, so it takes an extra few. I'll buy that. But not 10, 12 hours. That's crazy. Now, come on, please. And again, I've said this 1,000 times. When you go wait in line all day for a movie, and you got to wait forever, get into a movie theater, do you get fed? Does Lowe's come out to give you a Coca-Cola and a pretzel? They do not. They do not. I'm sorry. When you waited in line in the grocery store last year during the pandemic, I waited on many a grocery store. Did they come out and give you, a Walter Stewart's root beer? And give you a deli sandwich? Yeah, you know what? Thanks for shopping. Hey, have something to eat, something to drink. Here's a chair, and we'll see you in 40 minutes. No, they do not. When you wait in line to go to a ballpark, do the Yankees go out there or the Dodgers? Do they go out there and feed their customers? No, they don't. And if they do feed them, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. Yeah, we'll give you a Dodger beer. It's $30. Come on. 12 hours is too much. Zig's got a sports bite. Mad Dog Unleashed.